Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I want to do is I want to talk about some of the JFK files that they're going to be bringing out and releasing here supposedly sometime this week. Now, I have spent 12 years going over files and images and films and documents and everything else like that. And people think that when they start releasing these documents and stuff like that, is there going to be a change? In my opinion, there still will be no change in it. And here's the reasons why. For years, with all the documents and stuff like that's already been released and stuff, and most of it, as you noticed, when they bring out documents or whatever, they have a lot of it blacked out. And remember, it's been put away for years anyway. So how do we know if it's original documents from that time period or anything else? How we know that they didn't add more to it or took things out of it? Okay, that's why when I did my research on JFK assassination, I never base it on documentations because they can be forged and they can be redone, or they take things out or they can add things to it. But a lot of people think that when they bring these files out, there's going to be a big difference. There's going to make a big change in the case, and everything else, when the documents that they're really going to release is mostly on Oswald, okay? And to me, the reason why I think they're releasing the documents on Oswald is so keep that Oswald as the one assassin in, in JFK assassination and not have no other gunmen there. So it's easy for them to show the documents on Oswald. Okay, but it still ain't going to change people's minds because even with the documents coming out, that's all that's going to do is open up a whole new book and a whole new bunch of theories and a whole bunch of more false claims is going to be made about these documents. So really, is these documents that they're going to release really going to help the case, or is it going to just hurt the case? Just to linger it on and say Oswald's a lone assassin and there you go. But as people have been saying through the years, Oswald didn't have nothing to do with it, but then Oswald did have something to do with it. So it's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Even if, to me, like I said, when it comes to documentations and stuff, I really don't pay too much attention to it. I usually look at what can be seen, what can be touched, what we can feel, and that's more realistic to me than what's written in a document or one thing or another. But like I said, and I point out, is these documents really going to help, or is this going to open up new doorways for people to say, oh, well, let's add more to the story now, okay, or let's add this to it, or let's add that to it. To me, that's all that's going to happen when they release these documents is just going to be more false claims made, more stories made up, and everything else, and it's still not revealing the truth. Okay, and as I said quite a few times in the past, it doesn't matter, even if they just say, oh, here you go, here's all the evidence, look at it. Even the stuff from JFK's limo that they boxed and put away, and all the images and films and everything else. Here you go, look at it. Still people will still start these conspiracy things of the gunman in this location, the gunman in that location. Oswald had nothing to do with it, but then Oswald has something to do with it. It's still not going to change people's minds no matter what. Okay, because like I said, I've been in this doing research on JFK assassination since 2005 when I started it, and I have uncovered a lot of evidence and stuff, but still, people don't believe in it. Even when they see it, they still don't want to believe in what they're seeing, what they're hearing. Just like when I point out and I show interviews from like Jack Ruby, point out facts there. Still, all no, Jack Ruby knew Oswald and all this stuff. And no matter how many times I made a video or someone else makes a video on, well, this person said they was this person, but they really was lying about it. People still don't believe in that. They still believe in that person. So it really doesn't matter what documents they're going to bring out or any other evidence they're going to bring out, because people will not change their mind, because there's always going to be researchers out there, and there's always going to be people out there would change the story around, as they always do. It's been like that for years and years and years. It's never going to stop. They're going to turn the story around. They're going to add more to it. Okay. They're going to say, well, this what this means and this what this means. I mean, I've even heard it through the Bible where people interpret the Bible the way they want to, instead of what's written. So is it really going to help for them to release these documents? Is it really going to help anything in this case? To me, I don't think it will. All it's going to do is just open up more doorways for more theories to come out, more false claims to come out, and more BS that people's going to just post out there because these documents are being released. As I noticed over the weekend, either on Facebook, YouTube, or one thing or another, I'm sitting there watching and hearing and reading people saying, oh, they're releasing these documents on the 26th, which is Thursday, I think it is. But they're releasing documents. Oh, this is going to shed new light. No, it's not. It's not going to shed new light. Basically, the documents they're going to show basically is what Oswald did when he went to Mexico and what the FBI had on Oswald, document stuff like that. But like they're going to have a lot of it blacked out. They're going to have marker blacked it out. So you're going to read one line here and one line down here, another line down here, but all the rest is going to be blacked out. So it's really not going to help out nothing. And even if they didn't black out none of the lines and you still read it, it still brings up more people bringing up theories about, well, maybe this or maybe that or maybe this or maybe that. Because that's what the JFK assassination turned into. It's nothing but a bunch of theories. Okay. In my book cover, as you see behind me, okay, on my monitor, in this book, okay, I show photographic evidence. I piece everything together. My photographic evidence, which you can see the gunman and the shots they fired and everything else, okay? It's all in this book, okay? And that's the best I can do. I put it all in this book here. I make my videos. I throw it on YouTube. I'll post on Facebook or Twitter. That's all I can do, okay? Whether people believe my research or they don't, that's their opinion. But like I said, still, no matter what anybody does, there's always going to be somebody out there say, oh, no, this is not right. That's not right. Even if you show it to them up front. Like when I show the gunman. Oh, no, there was no gunman there. The gunman was over here. Well, where's your evidence where the gunman was at over here on the south side? We'll say the south side for a moment. Where's that gunman at? Well, during our test, we find out the gunman's over here. No, during your test, you find out the gunman's over there. No, I want to see evidence. I want to see if there was a gunman there. Was there a gunman there? Did he have a possibility of having a clear shot to JFK and JFK only, not nobody else? High noon with actually 12:30, and the sun's right above him. Sunlight hitting the chrome on JFK's limo or reflecting off of the windshield or in the surrounding areas and stuff. Would he have a clear shot? No. Okay. We know this for a fact, even if we did our own testing. But people are still going to push that theory, and they're going to push that theory, and they're going to push that theory. No matter what you say to them, no matter what you show to them, you can actually have straight HD film, okay, high-def film, showing the gunman taking a shot from a location. They're going to still say no, that's not it. That's not where the gunman was at. Because, this person said the gunman was here. This person said the gunman was there. This person said the gunman was over here, like behind the picket fence area. Well, eyewitnesses accounts said the picket fence, the gunman was behind a picket fence, but they're picking up and down the location. There's like 40 different assassins right behind a picket fence by locations they point out. Just like when they do, when you talk about the doctors, you can sit there and show in slow motion, detailed film, which we can see in the Zapruder film and in other films, the Oval Nix film, the much more film and stuff. We don't see the back of JFK's head explode. We always see this side of the head exploding out. But even with us seeing this, again, as I'm pointing out, another fact is we have doctors says, no, the hole was right here. So basically, they're saying this is all intact right here, but this part was gone. Okay, the back section of JFK's head is gone, but this is all intact. Okay, but we can see this in the film that, no, it's the right side of his head exploded open, not the back part. But we got 26 doctors claim they seen this gashing hole in the back of JFK's head. So that's what we should believe, because this is a story we have to believe. We can't believe in what we see, okay? We got to believe in what we're told, okay? That's what people want us to do. They want us to believe in what they tell us, not what we can see, okay? That's why my research is different than everybody else's, you know. They're pushing, one thing I never did understand when I was doing research in this, is they're pushing the theory of a conspiracy. Okay, there's a conspiracy going on, okay? But they have nothing to back it up. But me, I'm showing there's a conspiracy because I'm showing more than 3 shots were fired as they claim, and I'm showing more gunmen being there. But they push that to the side now because it's not making them no money. They have to have that money. See, people got to understand that when it comes to research, it's about the story you tell. It's about the money you can make off that story. That's why when I put everything in my book, it's not about the money. I don't make the money off my books. My books are not even selling, but I'm not upset over it or nothing. Okay, I'm never upset over it because the pure some fact of it is this, because I know the book's out there now. Whoever wants to know the truth, they can get it anytime they want, either on paperback or on Kindle, which in the description down below, I'll leave the site where you can order Evidence of Conspiracy on paperback or Kindle. Okay, but like I said, don't let this stuff fool you because I'm giving everybody a heads up. As soon as they release them documents and the JFK community and everything else, guarantee you there's going to be more theories brought up. There's going to be more stories made up. And that's all it's going to do is just add more to the JFK assassination. More false stories going to be added. More theories going to be added to where the case is eventually going to be never solved. The case will never be solved because every time you turn around, someone's going to throw out that false story. Someone's going to tell them false information and everything else because they want to interpret it one way when it's interpreted the other way. That's what I only believe in what I can see. If I can see it, then I know it's there and I know it's real. If I can touch it, I know it's that, you know, I know it's real because I can touch it. Like when I showed 2 extra shots would hit the manhole cover. Okay, that concrete can be still seen today. Them bullet holes can still be touched today, 54 years later. Okay, 50 something years later, both them bullet holes are still there. They can be touched. In this Zapruder film, in frame 399, we see the first strike to the side of the manhole cover of the concrete. And frame 401, we can see the bullet strike and hit the top of the corner of the manhole cover. And in frame of 402, we can see the bullet ricocheting upward. Then also show other photographic evidence where they show Secret Service agents, police, and everything else bending down, picking up the bullet and everything else, all that. This is all evidence. It shows 2 extra shots taken. There's your evidence right there. There's your evidence of conspiracy. Because they're only claiming Oswald only took 3 shots. They only found 3 bullet casings. But there's the manhole cover. It's got 2 more bullet holes in it with a bullet line in the grass where they picked it up, which indicates 5 shots now. Okay, 5 shots, which shows conspiracy because it shows more than one gunman being there. Okay, that's called facts. That's why I believe in what I can see, what I could touch, and everything else. I don't believe in what can be read in a document or reports or anything else because they can always be doctored. And that's what's going to happen in these reports. Yeah, we don't know if they've been doctored or not over all these years, or if they took something out or added something to it. Only thing I do know for a fact is when them documents are released and people's going to start viewing them and everything else because they're going in a big uproar over it, be prepared, be ready for more theories coming out there, more books coming out there from other research and stuff saying this is what this says and this is what this says and all this other stuff. And that's all it is, just open up a doorway to make more money for all these JFK researchers. I wanted to make this video and just talk a little bit about this. I want to thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you want to copy my book, Evidence of Conspiracy, I'll leave in the description down below the site where you can order the book on Amazon. You can get it on paperback or Kindle. Thank you and have a nice day.